You're outdated. We're done here, the CEO hissed across the table. I nodded, calm, respectful, defeated if you didn't know me. Understood, I said. That was the moment the retirement trust activated its voting rights. By Monday morning, the board convened an emergency meeting. One question echoed through the glass tower. Who just fired the man who owned 76% of the shares? I didn't smile then. I'm smiling now. I learned early that betrayal doesn't arrive screaming. It whispers. It wears familiar faces. It calls itself family. Once I was engaged, young enough to believe love was protection, old enough to ignore the tightness in my father's jaw when he looked at the man I loved. Ethan used to trace circles on my wrist when we planned our future. A small house, quiet life. He said my name like it anchored him. My cousin Mia laughed louder than me, wore brighter dresses, knew how to flatter men who wanted to be admired, not understood. My father adored her. She knows how the world works, he used to say. What he meant was, she knows how to win. I found the email by accident. I was borrowing Ethan's laptop to book a venue. His inbox was open. One subject line didn't belong. Regarding your future. I shouldn't have clicked. I did. My father had written it like a business deal. Polite, efficient, cold. 50,000, one condition. You leave Sarah. You marry Mia. She can give you the life Sarah can't. Attached, a bank transfer receipt. The date was 3 weeks earlier. The same week Ethan stopped talking about our future. I sat there for a long time. Long enough for the hurt to drain into something sharper. I didn't cry. I didn't confront him. I didn't call my father. I closed the laptop. And I left. Disappearing is a discipline. I moved cities, took a junior role no one expected me to survive. I learned the language of contracts, trusts, leverage. I worked nights. I listened more than I spoke. Pain became fuel. Silence became strategy. While Mia married my ex in a wedding my father paid for, I learned how money actually moves, who controls it, how power hides behind signatures and smiles. I didn't climb fast. I climbed precisely. Every promotion, every certification, every connection. I never posted updates. I never corrected assumptions. Let them believe I faded. Years later, my brother invited me to his wedding. I almost declined. Then I heard Mia would be there. So would Ethan. So would my father. I accepted. The venue was expensive, predictable. My father's taste. Mia wore confidence like armor. Ethan wore regret like cologne. He couldn't stop looking at me. I wore nothing remarkable. That was intentional. At the reception, small talk circled me like flies. Where had I been? What did I do now? I consult, I said. True. Incomplete. My father barely acknowledged me. He didn't need to. He believed the story he bought. Until Ethan cornered me by the bar. You look different, he said. I am, I replied. He swallowed. Mia doesn't need to know we talked. That's when I knew. They were already breaking. The real confrontation didn't happen at the wedding. It happened 3 months later. In a boardroom my father believed he owned. His company was struggling. Legacy business. Slow adaptation. He brought in a new CEO to modernize. That CEO thought I was an external advisor. He was wrong. The retirement trust my father bragged about, the one he used to avoid taxes, I'd been quietly acquiring, controlling interests through legal channels for years. My name was buried under entities, my voice behind proxies. The morning the CEO dismissed me, he thought he was asserting dominance. Instead, he triggered the clause. By Monday, the board realized the truth. The emergency meeting was brutal. Votes shifted. Power realigned. My father arrived late, confused, angry. He didn't recognize me at first. Then he did. You? He said, voice cracking. I met his eyes. Calm, familiar. You taught me, I said. Family is business. Mia wasn't there. She never handled real consequences. Ethan texted me that night. One word, sorry. I didn't reply. I didn't destroy my father. I did something worse. I removed him. The company survived, improved, modernized, under my direction. His name stayed on the building. That was mercy. He knows what it means now. Sometimes people ask if I regret not confronting them sooner. If holding it in cost me something, they don't understand. Revenge isn't loud. It's patient. It waits until the moment when silence hurts more than screaming ever could. I didn't win because I took something from them. I won because I became someone they could never buy, control, or replace. And that's the life they said I couldn't have.